Welcome to ENN On Air, our digital news show giving you the stories of today. I'm Norah Wolf.
And I'm Savannah Hameed. Thank you for joining us. Today is Elon University's 13th annual Elon Day. On Elon Day, the university encourages donations for various parts of campus. Events popped up all around campus today, and the video you're seeing is from this afternoon on Young Commons. It was the pop-up student lounge and the Talk About Philanthropy events. Students got free Elon merch, could make street signs, grab snow cones, and more. Tonight, Leslie Jones is on campus to perform. Doors open at 8, and the former SNL comedian takes the stage at 8:30. After the show, Elon Student Union Board is hosting bingo and alumni gym from 10:30 to 11:30 p.m.
Parking regulations in the town of Elon are under close watch by town police. ENN's Abby Gravely has more on what to watch out for.
Downtown Elon drivers have been receiving these white slips on their windshields, but they're not parking tickets. They're reminders of the commonly broken parking laws. These notices were given out by Town of Elon police and show 8 commonly broken laws. Sergeant Scott Swink says that the citations are a way to avoid excessive ticketing.
The reminders are more of a courtesy instead of an actual citation, and that way it keeps money in the pockets of the students.
One rule was emphasized more than the others. Drivers cannot move parked cars from one space to another within the same block, in timed lots. This rule also goes for cars that leave and come back in the same day, and some students who park there daily find it frustrating.
It says that if I go get food and come back and still park in 2-hour parking, I'm still allowed to get a ticket, which I feel is very wrong.
Swink says these rules are important to make sure that everyone who wants to park there can. He says that students should plan ahead. Abby Gravely, ENN Tonight.
Swink says that drivers who leave and come back may park on a different block without penalty.
A powerful piece of American history now stands outside Fire District 28 in Gibsonville. A steel beam that fell from the 70th floor of the Twin Towers in New York City during the September 11, 2001 attacks. The journey of the beam began with Greensboro sculptor Jim Gallucci. After receiving rubble from the 9/11 attacks, Gallucci took these materials and created memorials across North Carolina. When those projects were completed, he gave some remainings to fire departments throughout the state, including Gibsonville. Gallucci is currently traveling and unavailable for an interview with Elon News Network. Fire Chief Kenny Apple says the beam serves as a powerful reminder of the lasting impact of September 11.
It's helping people and saving people. And we're grateful to have a part of that, to be able to display out here, because it's not a lot of pieces of it left around, and to be able to display it here, it's a big thing.
Final steps in the project will be engraving a plaque on the beam, marking both the date it fell and the day the station received it.
One Elon freshman used her CPR training to save another student's life and now speaks about the importance of those skills. Our Abigail Hines has more.
After helping save another student's life with CPR last fall, freshman Nikki Guevara now advocates for everyone to get CPR certified.
What if you have a child and they need CPR? What if you have a family member that needs CPR? A friend falls down, someone random falls down, you want to go into medicine. I mean, there's a lot of reasons that you may need CPR, and I think that I would really heavily encourage them to, and also refer them to Red Cross or something like that to go and get certified.
Elon sophomore Lucy Sharp says her story shows how unpredictable life can be.
It was very odd that it happened to me at 19 years old, but it's something that can happen to anyone, and the most important thing is immediate action.
Assistant Director of Facilities and Aquatics Zach Gentz trains all Corey Center staff on CPR. He says consistent training is the best way to be confident in these skills.
Are you okay? Are you okay? The best way to prepare is to go through these trainings, constantly study your skills, read through stuff, make sure you're kept up to date with all the recent updates to almost make it a muscle memory instinct rather than hyping yourself up or preparing yourself for that adrenaline rush.
Gentz suggests students get familiar with automatic external defibrillators, or AEDs, that are located all over campus. The Pulse Point AED app tells you exactly where machines are, not just at Elon, but everywhere. Abigail Hines, ENN Tonight.
Anyone interested in becoming CPR certified can visit redcross.org and search for classes nearby.
Student government campaigns start at Monday, and voting will be held on Phoenix Connect in 2 weeks, on March 16th and 17th. Polls close at 7 p.m. March 17th, and results will be announced that same day at 7:30 on Medallion Plaza. Students can get to know the candidates for president and vice president at the Executive Candidate Forum on Wednesday, March 11th at 7 p.m.
The spirit of Carnival made its way to campus as students celebrated culture, community, and a tradition at a special event, all hosted by El Centro and the Center for Race, Ethnicity, and Diversity Education. ENN's Leah Reich has more on this celebration.
Colorful decorations and drums filled McKinnon Hall as students celebrated Carnival, a festival held before Christian Lent.
We planned it accordingly so we can showcase how each country celebrates it, because each country celebrates it completely differently.
This year, held during Black History Month, Carnival helps highlight African roots of the celebration.
Due to colonization, a lot of these countries, most of these countries, got a lot of people brought into the countries. So there's a lot of African culture.
Students could visit different stations like Barbados to make spices or create masks in Brazil. And the highlight of the night, a performance by the North Carolina Brazilian Arts Project, bringing Afro-Brazilian dance and samba to Elon.
I was thinking about what would make people get excited and actually start moving and dancing with us.
For visitor Travis Espinoza, the event offered a new perspective and a sense of community.
It made me feel very much like, wow, I was a part of something, even though it's not some part of my culture, but it was really nice just to get a feel of someone else's culture.
Organizers say Carnival continues a tradition of sharing culture on campus. Leah Reich, ENN Tonight.
The event also showed off a performance by Elon's drumline during the celebration.
Author of Man Up, Understanding Misogyny to Prevent Extremism, Cynthia Miller-Idris, visited Elon to give a lecture to students, and ENN's Abby Gravely sat down with Miller-Idris before her talk and discussed the workshop she gives to inform people about the online manipulation. She says that often college students are more worried about society than themselves when it comes to being manipulated. Now, let's look at this interview.
So you said that university students are most worried about society at large. What would you say to them if they're worried about something?
I mean, I think it's really interesting to see that they put themselves last and society first, right? And they are society, right? So but I think it goes back to that feeling of I couldn't be the one. I'm less worried about myself being manipulated than I am about my peers, right? Because you have more confidence about yourself. But it is easy, especially with AI, to not know if something's real or not, if it's fake, if it's, if something is contacting you with an AI-generated voice that's actually a relative's voice asking for help, right? All of this stuff is getting harder and harder to detect. So I think one thing is for us all to realize, none of us are immune to it. Even I study it, I'm not immune to it.
For the full video of ENN's interview with Miller-Idris, visit our YouTube at Elon News Network. That's all we have for you this evening. Thank you again for watching ENN on air.
And for all the news you need to know when we're not on air, visit our website, elonnewsnetwork.com.
And follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.